What's up everybody, Prodigal Lion here with another Last of Us Part 2 video. Now this is going to be directly in regards to why The Last of Us Part 2 is why it's being delayed, because I feel like a lot of people, including myself, I think this has crossed everybody's mind at some point, why they can't just do just a digital release, because I imagine the entire point of struggling to get this in everybody's hands isn't necessarily the digital aspect. Anybody could just go and download it on their PS4. It's for people who are buying the physical copies or pre-ordering the physical copies. So basically the question is a digital only release feasible? Now very recently there was a PlayStation Blogcast podcast with none other than Neil Druckmann, and he was discussing all kinds of different things about the game, including this particular topic. One of the first things he wanted to go ahead and clarify was that the game is basically finished. I feel like some people thought that this had something to do with the game not being ready. I mean, the game is particularly done. He actually ended up saying, we're at the 1 yard line, there are still some bugs that we're finding and we want to polish it as much as we can. The game is there, that's the frustrating part. We just have to sit on it for a little bit and figure out the best way to get it out to our fans. Once he was asked if a digital only release was even possible, he went on to say, this is a worldwide game that every country is waiting for and we want to make sure we're fair. If we only get it to a small fraction of people, what does that mean for people who don't get it? We're looking at all sorts of options and considering what's the best way to get it out to all our fans as soon as possible, but that's going to take time. Now, don't hate me or anything, but I am the part of the population that pre-ordered a physical copy, so sorry, I'm part of the problem. I actually almost went ahead and ordered a digital edition, but I started looking at what what the special edition was. I think the one I ordered, the special edition, it had a couple things I wanted. It had like a little mini art book, had the steel edition case, which I really love to have that kind of stuff, and it came with a couple other little things. So I'm not really much of a collector. That's why I'm not getting the collector's edition, but I do kind of like having something physical. For most of my games, at least on this gen, I feel like once the PS5 generation comes, I'm gonna just start going just digital, to be honest. But I've been getting, as you can see, all physical for my PlayStation 4 generation, which just isn't everything I've bought. I actually just recently took a lot of stuff back to GameStop because I didn't need it or want to keep it. But yeah, I just figured I might as well finish out the PS4 gen with physical copies, and then once PS5 comes, I will probably go digital. I digress. Now, another question a lot of people had was like, they mentioned something about having a demo that was going to be at PAX East, I think was the event. I could be wrong. Anyway, there was going to be a demo that Naughty Dog was showing off, and then once that event got canceled, we were like, whoa, why can't we get the demo? Post it on PlayStation Store. We want to play it. Yay. He touched on this by saying, it's a massive amount of work that we don't want to put our team through, and we'd rather put our focus on finishing the game. Basically, it's not really just as simple as, oh yeah, here, it's playable, go ahead, go play it. It's simple. I mean, I guess there's just a lot of stuff behind the scenes that goes into a demo that we're not aware of, technical wise, and they just don't really want to put all the extra effort into that. They just want to finish the game, which I get. I'm kind of curious what the exact details are and exactly what goes into a demo and why it'd be so difficult, but I mean, it makes sense. It's just unnecessary strain, unnecessary work for the employees, so I get it, but it is a little bit of a bummer. But at the same time, I don't care that much. A demo would be cool, but I feel like The Last of Us isn't the kind of game that I care that much to just... I wouldn't necessarily care that much for the demo. I mean, the entire reason I want to play The Last of Us isn't for the gameplay. I'm sure the gameplay will be fun, but I want to play it for the story. Like, that's, I mean, just playing a small little snippet of gameplay in the middle of the game somewhere, I'm not really that keen on. I mean, it's not really that big a deal. The gameplay looks good. It looks fluid. It looks like it's got a very similar system to The Last of Us, the first one, just a little bit. It's just been touched upon a little bit to make it better and more clean and smooth. Also, it will be fun to play as Ellie because she'll be more agile and quick and vertical than Joel ever was, so that'll be something I'm excited. But outside of that, though, I don't care that much to play a demo anyway, personally. And that is the bummer, though, just for the Naughty Dog employees. Think about that. They had the game done. Like, they're finished, essentially, outside of some bugs, which it is good. They'll have a little bit more time to iron out those bugs. I'm sure we'll get pretty much a perfect game once the game comes out, so that's good news. But it is a bummer because, like, they're going to finish it. They're going to have it all wrapped up. It's going to go gold, and then they're going to be like, well, what do we do? Like, they literally just had to sit on this for God knows how long. I mean, the game was originally going to be coming out next month, and all of a sudden, I'm guessing June or July, but I guess I'm probably wishful thinking. Realistically, I could see August, maybe September. I'll be shocked if it goes all the way into September, though. But yeah, that's all I really have for this video. This is just something I was just reading about on this article. that Druckmann had been on the podcast, not the blogcast, and just wanted to cover it because I like I said, this was like one of the first things that came across my mind too when it was announced it was delayed with digital copies only or something. But so that's pretty much the explanation. Just it's not really that simple. Just ultimately just wants to get the game in everybody's hands at one time. They don't want anybody to have it first, which I think that's already happened. There is leaks going around if you were not aware yet. But yeah, again, that's all I have for right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited to see when this game is going to come out, when we get a release date. And I will keep you guys posted on any Last of Us Part 2 news. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you next time.